Hello and welcome to East Mojo, my report, where we bring you all the latest happenings from the east and northeast of India. We are also joined by the other correspondents. We have Meadow joining us from Nagaland. We have Sally joining us from Manipur, and I'll be giving you all the updates for Sikkim, Mizoram, and Assam. So first, we'll go to Manipur, where Sally is waiting to give us the COVID updates for the day. So we'll go to Sally straight.
Thanks a lot, Chandan, once again. But we haven't received the COVID update for the last 24 hours, so let me give off yesterday's. Yesterday, 110 new fresh cases were detected, in which 93 are from the general population and 17 are the security personnel belonging to the Central Police Armed Forces. So right now, the total confirmed cases for the COVID-19 in Manipur stands at 8,320. In which 6,521 have recovered. So right now, 1,751 remain as an active cases. Out of these active cases, 1,446 are from the general population and 305 belonging to the security forces. Along with the fresh cases, yesterday another 103 infected COVID patients have recovered. So the recovery rate stands at 78.37%. This is the, as on yesterday, the recovery rate stands at 78.37%. Unfortunately, the pandemic have claimed at least 48 lives. But yesterday there was no, there was another fresh COVID that related that was reported at the Chenium's hospital, so which takes us to 48 death toll cases in the state. Along with the new fresh cases, yesterday the health minister, Mr. Jayanta Singh Kumar, inaugurated another COVID care center in Bishnupur. And during the inauguration, he also mentioned about that the state government, in order to meet the shortage of medicines for the COVID patients, they have already ordered another new patient, medicines for the COVID patients out of the authorized companies. So they have already, the cabinet has already sanctioned for this specific procurement. So the state government, the health department have already in a process to procure these new medicines in order to address the COVID patients related things. So this is what I have for the COVID-19 update from Manipur.
Right, Sally. So there is also one report that you have filed that the deputy CM has been expelled from NPP party. So could you tell us about it?
Yeah, well, this is an ongoing internal crisis for the National People's Party here in Manipur unit, where recently the former president, Mr. Let me just check his name. Yeah, Mr. Kip Kent was, expelled from the party, from the primary party. So now at the moment there is a two group. One is the NPP, which led by the National Party, Mr. Konrak Sangma, and the another party which is led by the expelled president, which is Mr. Kip Kent. So yesterday, the expelled, led by the Mr. Kip Kent group, had issued one expulsion order from the party itself, where they mentioned that the deputy CM of Manipur, which happens to be the National People's Party MLA, Mr. Choi Kumar Singh, has been expelled from the party, citing for the anti-party activities carried out. And in the press release, Mr. Kipkan did alleged accuse of Mr. Choi Kumar Singh, which is he is the deputy CM here, where he said that he gave out the misinformation to the national NPP president, Mr. Conrad, so that the party cannot be integrated in the state itself. Not only he accused the deputy CM, but Mr. Kipken did accuse the four NPP MLAs. In fact, they are the ministers in the BJP-led government here, where he did mention that even though they are in the ministerial part, when it comes to the party integration, when it comes to the party affairs, they don't give much interested. So yes, this is ongoing party crisis that's really unfortunate. It's happening here, and recently even the central NPP president, Mr. Konrak Sama, was here just few days ago, and then he met the party members as well. So yeah, this is an ongoing crisis. But I did reach out the sources from the deputy CM, and they did mention that the order that has been coming out from the Repel party does not, represent, in fact, the state, represent the party. So yes, this is what we've got right now, and let's see what will be the next development. Chandan.
Right, Sally. Yeah. Thank you for that update. I'll get back to you. So now I'll be giving you the COVID updates from Assam since Simran is not joining us today. Assam has reported a total of 1,48,969 confirmed cases. This includes a total of 1,19,364 recovered cured case. The number of active cases in state of Assam now stands at 29,091, while the number of death has further increased and it now stands at 511. Just to inform our viewers that on September 11, the number of COVID death in the state of Assam was 414. In last 6 days, it has registered about 97 COVID-related deaths. So we can see how the number of COVID-related death is increasing in the state of Assam. Even though the state government has taken a number of measures, they have started ICU beds in almost all the districts, COVID care centers, testing labs, but still we can see the state is struggling some way to save the life of those people. Also, to inform that in recent press conferences we have seen in Tripura, the education minister, who also holds the cabinet, who's also the cabinet spokesperson, he cited a reason that in the northeast the number of COVID-related death which is increasing. The reason was found that a central team from Delhi who are visiting the state, they observed that most of the people who have succumbed to this virus, they have died in 24 hours of after getting admitted in the hospital, which means most of the people are getting admitted in the last moment when they know that they are unable to treat their patient at home. At that time they are reporting to the hospital, so it gets out of the control, and the doctors are helpless at the moment when they come to the hospital, and within 24 hours they succumb to this virus. So this could be one of the reasons why the number of deaths are increasing in the region, and particularly Assam and Tripura, if I speak. So now I'll be giving you the COVID updates for the other state. Now I'll be giving you the COVID updates for Arunachal Pradesh since Iran is also not joining us today. So Arunachal Pradesh has reported a total of 6,692 confirmed COVID-19 case. This also includes a total of 4,787 recovered case. The number of active cases in Arunachal Pradesh now stands at 1,892, while the COVID-related death has further increased and it stands at 13. Two deaths were reported in last 48 hours, with which the number now is increased at 13. So this is something coming out from the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Now I'll go back to Meadow in Nagaland, where she will be giving us today's COVID-19 update first. Meadow.
Thank you, Chandan. As usual, I'm going to start off with the new cases that have been detected here in the state of Nagaland today. And so far, today, and that's in the past 24 hours, a total of 43 new cases have been reported here in Nagaland. And these new cases, that's a total of 43 of them, have been declared as positive out of 431 results, sample results that we received. As per the district-wise distribution, 24 of them are from Dimapur, 18 are from Kohima, and one is from Mon. But as per the sector-wise distribution of the cases, we see that the more than majority of the cases have been reported from among persons through trace contacts. That's a total of 35 cases out of the total 43 new cases are through trace contacts. Um, Now, three each are also through armed forces and returnees. The remaining two are among the frontline workers. Now, as per the case-wise distribution of the as per the districts, we've seen that among 35 that are tested through the trace contacts, a total of 21 of them are from Dimapur and 13 are from Kohima. One is from Mon. Uh, the two frontline workers who tested positive today are both from Kohima. Three returnees who tested positive are also all from Kohima, and three security force personnel who tested positive today are all from Dimapur. So Chandan, we're seeing that there is a weekly spike in the number of cases among the trace contacts. If we are to analyze the growth of positive cases among the trace contacts, we've seen that there is a weekly surge of at least 1%. It currently is at 20% with a total of 1,079 persons testing positive through trace contacts. However, the state also reported a total of 111 new recovered cases today, and this has increased the number of recovered cases to 4,079. So as per the latest data that we have, the total number of confirmed cases in the state is 5,306, of which the recovered cases, as I mentioned earlier, is 4,079, and the number of active cases is at 1,193. Also, the state has reported 10 COVID-19 related deaths, and 19 persons are migrated. Now, besides the confirmed deaths, there are also 8 other deaths. Just this evening, just some time ago, we've got to know that 3 deaths are under investigation, and besides that, 5 of them are COVID positive but not COVID-19 related death. We also yet to ascertain the districts or the origin of these 3 deaths that are under investigation. I request our viewers to stay tuned. Hopefully, maybe after the live we'll come up with a follow-up story, a detailed one of these curious death cases here in the state. Um, so far that's the updates, but I'd also like to mention that out of the total confirmed cases, out of the total active cases, that's a total of 1,193 of them. A total of 1,163 are asymptomatic. So more than majority are asymptomatic. This evening, quite a huge number is mild moderate, is in the mild moderate. That's a total of 27 of them, and 3 are moderate symptomatic. So far, the latest COVID updates are concerned, Chandan, that is from Nagaland.
Right, Madam. Thank you for that update. Also, there is one report that Nagaland BJP has appreciated the role of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who's also the birthday boy. He has turned 70. So, what is all about?
Yes, Chandan. So, like you mentioned, today is the 70th birthday of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So, in this regard, the BJP organized a birthday celebration at the head office here in Kohima. So, as we attended, the party was all praises and glory for the Prime Minister. But besides that, the party chief, the president, he has also commented on the Naga political issue, which of course many of us also wanted to know, as the BJP is in the ruling in the center, and a lot also depends on the center, and that now the informal talks of the Naga peace process is on the tracks. So he hailed the BJP chief, that's Temjali Na Along. He's hailed the prime minister for his consistent will to solve the Naga political issue. He said that, despite the issue being the issue not arriving at a solution for quite some time due to various reasons, the Naga people till this day remembers the day when the framework agreement was signed under the premiership of the Prime Minister Modi. That's on August 3, 2015. So he also highlighted that. And another thing that I wanted to highlight from this speech, a detailed copy is of course already live on our website, but the common desire of the Nagas is for an honorable, acceptable, and inclusive solution to the Naga political issue. So, in this regard, the minister, the party chief, who's also the minister of higher and technical education and the tribal affairs, he specifically spoke about each of them. In regard to the question of an acceptable solution, he said that it is for the Nagas to decide. It is not the center who's going to decide for the Nagas, but the Nagas to decide it within themselves. In regard to the inclusiveness, he also, he questioned. In fact, this one is quite interesting because we see that there are a lot of opinions, different opinions. So far, the political talks is concerned, because we know that the negotiations are between the center and the NSC and IM, and also the NNPGs. Uh, and he's questioned that, with divisions among even the civil society organizations, among the Naga people, he um, he questioned if there is a fragment in the opinions, in the visions, the goals, then how is it going to be an inclusive solution? So he asked all Nagas to come and unite, to decide what it wants for, and then present it to the center, and rather not depend on the center for the solution, because it is ultimately the decision of the Nagas. That's what is specifically mentioned. He's also said that so far the stand of the party is concerned, the party definitely wants a happy solution for the Nagas. But on an interesting note, he's also asked the people, to believe in the preamble of the Indian Constitution, which of course uh, is maybe controversial, he said, because this in regard, Nagas on one hand we believe to be separate entities. So far, the Naga political issue is concerned. So the detailed report is already live on our website. I request our viewers to go check it out for more detailed, for more details about what the party chief actually spoke today during the celebration of the Prime Minister's birthday, Chandan.
Right. Thank you, Meadow, for that update. And also, it's a really good day for the nation, since almost across the country we can see people are celebrating the 70th birth anniversary of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. While the Twitter hashtag, we can see the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is trending. While there is also a hashtag which is trending today, that is the National Unemployment Day, which is being run by a number of people, which also includes a number of unemployed youth. So that's apart. And now I'll be giving you the COVID updates from the state of Mizoram. Mizoram has reported a total of 1,506 COVID 19 updates confirmed case. This also includes a total of 949 recovered case. The number of active cases in the state now stands at 557, while the number of death in the state remains at zero. So we have been talking a lot about Mizoram. Mizoram has not reported a single COVID 19 death, and the reason being people have been following up with the COVID-19 protocol which the government has enforced. And there is also a report that partial lockdown has been extended in the state of Mizoram for another few days. So people have been abiding and they have adhered to the norms and protocols which the government had given. So maybe that is the one of the reason why the state has not reported a single COVID-19 death so far. Now I'll go back to Sally in Manipur, where she will be giving us another update. It's regarding a private school that the private school has ceased their work for next 5 days. Yeah, Sally.
Yes, thanks once again, Chandan. Yeah, well, in the latest uh, press release issued by the Hill District Private School Associations regarding the order issued by the Education Department on June 20, which the association termed as the loop-sided encroach. Because on the June 20 ordered by the Education Department, where they had mentioned that all the private schools, both in the hills as well as in the valley, those schools which has student enrollment of less than 200 in the institution have to waive off the students' tuition fees, as well as they have to pay at least 50% of the salaries to the teaching staff as well as the non-teaching staffs. And moreover, those students which has more than 700 students in the schools has to in fact waive off the students' tuition fees, as well as they have to pay the 100% salaries to both the teachings and the non-teaching staff. Now, since the closure of the schools since March, a lot of private schools are struggling to meet the demands from the teaching staff as well as the non-teaching staffs, because there is no such tuition fees given by the students. Now, with these problems, now the state government have ordered of the June 20, where they have instructed them to pay salaries to the non-teaching staff as well as the teaching staff, where in fact the private schools, they mentioned that they have not received any such tuition fee from the students. So because of this, they have already made repeated appeals as well as requests to the state government to revoke the June 20 orders, which they feel that it is not fair when it comes to the institution. However, with the failure of to review such order, this association, the Hill District's Private School Association, have impose, in fact, a total cease work, including the school related activities as well as the online classes that's happening. There has been closed since today, starting from today till the September 21st. According to the press release, even after the September 21st, if the state government continue to fail to respond in a positive manner, then even the association have warned that they will continue with this agitation that's happening from today. So it is unfortunate because of this, as the association feel that such order that has been given by the education department is quite immature, observing how the neighboring states are dealing with the situations in a good manner. So hopefully the state education department will listen, and maybe they have to review whatever the order that has been given out on June 20, and hopefully the school activities will happen after September 21st. Chandan.
Right. Thank you, Sally, for that update. So now I'll be giving you the COVID updates from the state of Tripura. Tripura has reported a total of 20,696 confirmed COVID-19 case. This includes a total of 12,956 recovered cured case. The number of active cases in the state now stands at 7,495. Just to inform our viewers that out of this 7,495 active case, over 6,000 patients are undergoing treatment in home isolation, where they have been provided with pulse and pulse oximeter to keep a track on their oxygen level. There is also a report that the number of COVID death has further increased, and now it stands at 222. So in the past 1 week's time, Tripura has reported, if we compare to the last 3 weeks, in compared to that, the number has slowly reduced. Just to inform our viewers that a central team from Delhi is also on their visit to Delhi from to Agartala for 10 days, and they have been visiting all the 8 districts. Yesterday, they visited Sipahi Jala and Gomti district to take stock on the preparedness and the infrastructure which has been set up by the state government to tackle with this COVID-19 virus. Uh, while talking with the reporters last evening, Education Minister Ratan Lal Nath, he confirmed that the central team has observed that people have not adhered to the SOPs, which I was referring about Mizoram. In Tripura, people have not adhered with the protocol like wearing mask, maintaining social distancing, which was the reason for a sudden spike in COVID-19 confirmed case, and also the number of death which was reported in the state. The reason was found that in between September 1st to September 7, the number of patients who were admitted in the hospital, out of that totals, 40% patient succumbed to this virus within 24 hours after getting admitted in the hospital. Ratan Lal Nath minister, he also said that the reason was found that they had got admitted at the last moment where the doctor could not save their life. So it shows that the people are still not aware of the virus, how dangerous it can be. Tripura had also conducted a door-to-door survey across the state where all the households were covered, people from the health department, including ASHA workers and PHC, CHC workers. They went on to meet with the people across the state. They try to collect the data, which includes their travel history, if they have any symptoms like cold, cough, and fever, or they had visited any nearest healthcare center in the last 1 month's time. So we have seen that although the government had covered all the households across the state, which is around 10 lakh households in the state, but many people had not came out and admitted that they had any elements like a cold, cough, fever, or they had any travel history, due to which the number of COVID death which increased, and now it stands at 222. Also to remind you, last month we did a copy where a core committee, they confirmed that in the month of October, Tripura will see its peak, and it's just September, and we have already reported more than 222 COVID deaths. In the next 30 days, Tripura's will be Tripura will be going through a tough time, since the committee and all the experts who are visiting the state, they have observed that yes, mistakes were done both from the states and also from the citizens who were asked to maintain social distancing, to wear their mask, and use sanitizer, which was not followed widely. Even now, if we go out in the market, we can see people are not following with the SOP. So, in a decision in the cabinet on last Tuesday, the cabinet has decided that on September 18th and 19th, which is tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the government is going to enforce a mask wearing enforcement day for 2 days, that is September 18 and 19. Anybody who will be found not wearing face mask in public area, or even outside their house, they will be fined with rupees 200 on first violation, and on the second they will be fined with rupees 400. So this will be done across the state. The local administration will be working for next 48 hours, that is from tomorrow. So anybody who will be found not wearing face mask, they will have to pay a fine penalty, and this drive will continue further. Also, the minister informed that from March 24 to September 15, in between this time, Tripura has collected more than 2.57 crore rupees uh, in this last 5 to 6 months time. So this shows how people have not maintained the SOP and the protocols which the state government had suggested to the citizens. So the way the government had also arrested more than 90%, and more than 50% were arrested, while 97 FIRs were also taken against people who did not adhere to the social distancing, or they came out in the night curfew time. So this overall, if we look into it, we can surely make an idea that how people have flaunted to this SOP, and that is why Tripura has got this number right. 222 people succumb in this state, which has around 37 to 38 lakh population. So in the next 1 month, it's going to be a testing time for the citizen of Tripura and also for the administration, since they have been doing all the required thing. The chief minister also recently said that they will do all everything required so that the district hospital get ventilators. The district hospital also gets all the medicine which is required for the treatment of the patient. Also, to inform our viewers that the High Court had recently took a suo motu case against the state government on finding news reports in print and electronic media, and it had served a notice to the Tripura government asking its seeking its reply within September 18, which is tomorrow. So the state government was supposed to file a detailed affidavit today, but since there is a function going on across the state, which is called Vishwakarma Puja, which is the deity of architecture. So we couldn't get the detail today, but tomorrow we are hopeful that what reply the state government has given to the High Court will be taken up in the court tomorrow, which will be benched by the Chief Justice A. Qureshi and Subhashish Talapatra, Justice Subhashish Talapatra, who will be hearing, and it will be done by the Chief Justice in presence of Advocate General Arun Kanti Bhomik. So we have to wait what reply the state government has given to the High Court. The High Court had taken a suo motu on the state's COVID management. So it shows how the management is going on in the state and why people have succumbed to this virus. Also, one more report related to COVID-19 coming in today from Tripura is that the West Tripura MP, Srimati Pratima Bhomik, she today visited the state's lone COVID hospital, that is GBP Govind Ballapant Hospital, along with the West District Magistrate, Dr. Shailesh Kumar Yadav, who was recently given the charge of West District in place of Dr. Sandipan Mahatme. So he was also a doctor prior to becoming IS officer. So now taking him as a district magistrate, the West Tripura MP Pratima Bhomik has visited the COVID care hospital in a surprise visit, which has been told to the media. So we have to see how the COVID ward is being taken care of. There were reports and also pictures. We have done reports in the past where we have shown the uglier side of the COVID care hospital. Patient's body were kept scattered in the floors. The number of bed which was there in the hospital, the patients were in more number. So we have seen and we have reported it. We have to wait for the time until this central team address the press. We have also requested the law minister if a press conference can be called by the central team, and we can interact with the central team so that we can get the actual scenario of the state. Since we know the state government has also asked all its officials to not give any statement to the media. So it often gets difficult for us to get the ground reality, since all that DGP from the police rank and the secretary and district magistrate are allowed to speak to the media. So at times we find it difficult to get the actual incident and the reality what's happening. So we will keep a track on the COVID management, and we will be filing all the stories. And also to inform that all the stories so far that we have discussed here from all the northeastern states are either live on, or it will be shortly live on our website. You can read it at www.eastmojo.com. And I'd also like to request our viewers to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon at YouTube to get all the videos in time that we keep on posted. And like our Facebook page and share the videos which we keep on uploading. All the news you can read at www.eastmojo.com. And also to inform you, we have also done a copy today on the review of all the leaders who have came forward and wished the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is also celebrating his 70th birthday. Read it at eastmojo.com and share it among your people. Before signing off, I would like to request our viewers to wear your mask, use sanitizer, and stay at home if it is not very urgent to step out. This is Chandan Pandey reporting from Agartala. Remember, it's eastmojo.com.